to get the most out of me, I had to now look into my history beyond slavery. I have to go to the jungles with the black naked woman. Why? Because her environment was alkali. She didn't have to know about pH balance. No, she didn't. Why? Everything in her environment was alkali. There were no acids. But today, well, aloe vera, peppermint, carrots, lamb, hogs, chicken, goats, cows, all this is acid. Mama didn't have that. Mama didn't have any cauliflower. She didn't have wheat, didn't have rice or beans. She did not have these things because nature just simply didn't make them. This may be probably the mistake that the healers are making today. They are selecting from an acid base to heal disease. I am not wise. I just use some common sense. Just a little bit. But it is difficult to abandon philosophy for common sense. Because philosophy goes like this. Disease is germ, virus, and bacteria. That's philosophy. Disease is the result of germ, virus, and bacteria. Common says no. It's mucus. But that doesn't sound too good. Philosophy seems to sound more palatable and intelligent. It flows so well. You know, it's intelligent. Mucus? What's wrong with him? What do you mean by mucus? Well, in 1988, black man. Why? Well, the physician would tell you, or the hematologist would tell you, that the blood of a black man, that of a Mexican, that of a white man, or an Asiatic is different. Not better, not worse, different. You know, it's like comparing a tiger and a lion. You cannot compare those two animals. They live in their own special life journey and expression. You cannot compare an Eskimo with a black man of the jungle because they do not live in the same environment, nor they look alike, nor they eat the same food. This difference that we see that was arranged by life has never been addressed. Yet, in this compromised state, under this umbrella of acidity, I am a scholar. I know all the scholarly works that there is required to reach a level of understanding that is known as what? Intelligence. My brother was one of them. He was a theologian. Me? I didn't even go to school. But he was a theologian. Whatever that is. I don't know. And I don't know how that connects the dots with our situation that we're facing today that is disease. Everybody is diseased, including me. Why shouldn't we be? 500 years of being deprived of food, that tells you another story. How strong is the cells of the black man? that he had been starving for 500 years. So what keeps us alive? Oxygen. That's the only thing that has kept us alive up until this point. Oxygen. Because if we take to the laboratory and have it analyzed biochemically, what we've been eating, is it nourishing? The answer would be no. There is no biochemist that could attest to the fact that chitlins and hog maws, rice and beans and potato has any nutritional value. Nourishment? No, my brothers and sisters. Nourishment are electrical. Nourishment is electrical. It isn't starch. It isn't oil. It isn't dead meat. It is electrical impulses. Electrical impulses, well, that's what Mama had in the jungle, but they didn't notice that. All they saw was a naked woman, not a natural woman. Then some of us that supports this idea and this philosophy that Mama was naked, we say too that she was a savage. Their religion, now which is the religion that doesn't describe Mama as a savage? All of them does. But when I look at her, I saw something different. I saw a very ethical woman, a shameless woman. I saw a society that my Mama could walk around without no clothes and nobody is bothering her. What kind of morality were they practicing? And if you think that this is something other than good, tell your mama to take her clothes off now. Yep, this is Sebi. He just grew up differently, without a belief. I didn't need one of them. I don't know anything. I don't want to know anything. Because it isn't important. Knowing what? What is there in the universe that I need to know? How it was made, I would never know that. Or was it made? Was the universe made? Oh, I was told that it was made. I was told that I was sinful. I was also told that to relieve myself of my sins, I had to give up 10% of my wages. I was told that I am an African and that the continent from whence I came is Africa. But who said all these things? How do we know that all this is true? We don't know. And this is precisely why when I went before the Supreme Court, I knew that the court was not prepared to defend against what I had to say to them. Why? Because if the hematologist could see that my blood and that of a white man or a Chinese or a Mexican is different, why do you give us all the same medicine and all the same food? That's gross inconsistency. But more than that, you know what they're saying? I have no respect for your thinking. I could tell you anything. Black man, you shut up. You listen to me. I make and break the rules. You're gonna eat meat because you need your protein. And I believe it. because I was told. But someplace, somewhere, things always seem to creep out that they're not prepared to really harness or contain the truth. Truth have a tendency to survive ages. You're not going to smother it. If I am a product of this planet, the same as a bird, the same as a plant, the same as any animals, am I exempt from the same law? I don't think so. You will not find polar bears in the Sahara Desert. You will not find gorillas in Alaska. You will not see a gorilla eating the food of a polar bear, but you will see a black man eating the food of a white man. Oh, what's wrong with that? We both are human beings. Well, I don't know about that either. I don't know what is a human being. I know this, that there is a natural arrangement of life. There's a natural selection, there's a natural line, there's a natural line of demarcation drawn by nature. I am not separating us. We were separated from creation. You did not find white man in Africa, nor black people in Europe. You didn't find black men in Japan. No, they were found in the jungle. But since I am civilized and I'm educated, I can't look at the jungle, man. That's disgraceful. It isn't palatable. I'm ashamed. You think so? Well, let me tell you this. If you remove a burdock plant from Detroit and take it to Honduras, that plant will die on you. Why didn't it die in Detroit or Chicago? The environment played a major part in the life existence of this planet. There's a frog in Puerto Rico. They call it the coquille. You have never slept in your life until you go to Puerto Rico and you hear coquille, 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 all night. A little frog, about an inch long, you could hear him. He sings all night. If you remove that frog from the island of Puerto Rico and put it in the island of Vieques, 7 miles away, the frog dies. It will never sing again and it will die. It only moves it 7 kilometers away. There has been an interference with the frog. You do not move the frog from where nature has placed it and expect for the frog to express itself in its optimum level of expression as far as life is concerned. You just made a big mistake. You have interfered with the life process of this animal. So when they remove us from Africa, I asked the judge in the Supreme Court, did you bring his food with him? The judge said, why did you ask the question? I said, I have to ask the question because the FDA doesn't want me to distribute my product in the United States. So they should know something about gene food consistency. What do you mean by that? Gorilla does not eat polar bear food. It's as simple as that.